Good morning, good morning. My name is Jennifer Town.
And I'm Darlene Rempel.
And it's Wednesday. We have our coffee. This is where we share stories that heal. Grief Cafe. I loved Grief Cafe, but I also like uh,
Stories of
stories that heal.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for all of you, our friends, especially you who are sending us DMs. I don't even know what to call them anymore. Like, thank you for messaging us. Thank you for encouraging us. Because, Darlene, as we were sharing, this is heavy work. This is soul work. Nobody wants to talk about grief, right? Nobody wants to remember the pain. Nobody wants to deal with it. And this is a topic that we find that it's heavy, and we are just passionate to be here every Wednesday to share, right? Despite the heavy topic. So we just want to say thank you so much for joining us as we do this and as we share our lessons learned from life and loss. Any thoughts, darling?
Just again, yes, it's a heavy topic, but you know what? If you've ever sat down with somebody and connected with somebody at a little deeper level than just your normal conversation, you soon listen. If you're listening to people's stories, they soon tell you their stories. And their stories, like all our stories, include life events that have been tough. And so I don't find it when I'm talking to people, it often comes up. And I know when you're talking to people, people start sharing, right, the tough stuff in their lives. And so again, when we talk about loss, we're not talking just about death. We're talking about those changes in our life. We're talking about divorce. How many of you know families that are going through divorce? And how they struggle with how to not only help them work through the divorce, but help their children. How many of you, life changes. I was just talking to another friend about our kids and their relationships. And as they go through relationships, they get broken hearts, and just how much grief and how much that impacts the next relationship. So even though it's a heavy topic, it's one that we need to be talking about, and not just talking, but how do we help people get connected so they find healing and they find healing. And that's why we're talking about connections, because connections are what heal us. I've been working with horses, and I've taken a new program called Horse Facilitated Grief Guide. And one thing I'm really learning is how often we don't create connections, how often we stand back and not get involved, not be present. But it's when we're present and honest, that's when connection happens. And that's when we heal. That's when we are able to move forward.
I love that. And I want to say thank you to Darlene, because as you are aware, Stronger Life Connections is where we are continually learning. We are lifelong students. We learn, and then we come here and share. And the new program that Darlene has taken is so powerful. I'm excited. And in our area, it's summer now, and we're using horses for grief. Who knew? Who knew? We'll be sharing lots of videos. We'll be sharing what we're doing. And I'm excited to be outdoors and learn how horses can help with our grief. I also want to just share one thing. As we just talked about how this topic of grief, this topic of loss is heavy. I have shared again that when we talk about loss, it's just, as Darlene mentioned, it's not just loss of a loved one, but we'll all experience more than 40 losses in our lives. So at some point, we are all going to experience grief, and we're going to experience grief 100%. I see it as, if we don't share stories or we don't open up or you don't find a safe place, it's like a kettle. So let's just imagine for a minute, it's a kettle boiling and the cook is on it. And the pressure is so much. And it can keep boiling until sometimes it's going to go psss, right? That's just like us when we stuff things in. I like my son says, like some people, like stuffing. It's like a stuffer. Mom, don't be a stuffer, because you need to release that. You need to release that in one way or another. Otherwise, the pressure is so much, and it only takes one more loss. It tips you on the edge. So all we are saying is that we have created this safe place. We created a safe community, and we will continue to create this place where we can be able to share and not be a stuffer, as my son said. So today we are super, super excited to share about an amazing, amazing event that's coming up. This is our second event of the year. The first one was celebrating relationships, which thank you for all those who showed up. Thank you for those who sponsored the event. Thank you. And oh my goodness, so grateful for that. And now we have another event. And our next event is called Celebrating Connections. Celebrating Connections. I wanted to say CC. Celebrating relationships. So let's think about it. I want to just give our friends and viewers, if you're watching this, the importance of celebrating connections. Number one, I want to say, it's community and the feel of belonging. I feel so connected to our friends on our Facebook private page and our Facebook viewers. This is connection. Nowadays, we have all this virtual connection, and I feel connected. So we are building community together. So one of the main things that I would share with you, the importance of celebrating connections, is building community and the feel of belonging.
Yes, so true, right? And it doesn't matter if it's online or in person, right? And again, that connection, I like that beauty of connection when you connect with somebody and they get that aha moment. It's happened online. It's happened in our helping children with grief courses. It's happened out with the horses. It happens when we're present with somebody, and when we're present with somebody, that's when connection happens.
I love that. I love that. So that's number one, community and belonging. Another reason why it is important to celebrate connections is that we build stronger relationships. I feel whether in person, online, or the text we do text each other or something, any connection that you can create, it builds stronger relationships. So guess what? We want to celebrate this. And we're going to tell you the date we'll be doing this because it's coming up soon. I'm super excited. So the importance of celebrating relationships, number one, community and feeling and belonging. And number two, building stronger relationships. I have to tell you, I just came back from an event and from my mentor, Brendan Bashard, and everybody, if you're watching, you know who you are. And we've been doing training for a year. And if there's one powerful thing that I say I look forward to going, is the relationship and the strong relationships we've created with each other. We're like 300 or more than, I'm sure more than. But, we've created such strong relationships. And now I feel like I have friends from, different places that I wouldn't have met. And we build that. And that's why we want to celebrate relationships. And my question to our friends out there, how do you celebrate connections in your area? That's our question. And why would you do that? So for us, we're saying we celebrate connections because we build stronger relationships, we build community and feel of belonging. Any thoughts, darling? Give me a thumbs up or give us a thumbs up if you're watching this and tell us, how do you celebrate relationships? Connection.
Yes. Yeah, it's so important. And again, when we make new connections and when we're vulnerable and present, that's when we connect with each other. But we don't connect if we don't show up. And so we're really inviting the community to come, just show up to and meet people and just connect with people. We're going to be talking about just, you're going to meet our team, you're going to meet us and our team. along with the horses too, are all part of our team. We're all a team that are working on grief and resources. We're going to have a business card exchange, or come and share. We want you to come and share that connection and meet other people who have different resources, different ideas. So come and connect. If you're feeling a bit isolated, or sometimes we feel like we just need to get out and talk to somebody, come and connect. We're going to meet the herd. You get to come and see the impact horses have on connection. So that's my favorite part. But we're going to come, we're going to have the horses out. We're going to meet the horses. We're going to show you how we can partner with each other, how you can partner with us in what we're doing, but then also how can we help partner with you in what you're doing. So we want to create those partnerships and learn how we can support each other. We're also going to have a car show for those who don't like horses.
I love cars.
If you have a spouse that's more into cars than horses, like mine, he always says, I'm into horses and he's into horsepower. So he's going to bring, some of the car club the Brooks Car Club is going to bring some cars. And so if you're not, horses aren't your thing, that's okay. Please come. And even if horses aren't your thing, come and connect and see how they can impact, right? It's not about you liking horses all the time or being crazy about horses like some of us. But it's about coming and seeing what connections, what programs. We also do online programs. We do so many connection things. So come and barbecue. We get a free barbecue. So there's going to be food, there's going to be burgers and all kinds of things, indoor prizes. So, yeah.
I love it. Anytime there's a fun time, I am there.
She is the fun time.
I have to tell you, celebrating relationships event
Connections.
that's coming, connections. Oh my goodness. Celebrating Connections event that's coming up May 24th. You don't want to miss it. It's in person. And also, I see this celebrating relationship as also nurturing our mental health.
Yes. Come out and enjoy the fresh air.
Come enjoy the fresh air.
Yes.
Let's do this. And we're so excited. Again, it's May 24th, celebrating connections. I have to remember, Sister, celebrating connections, and it will be powerful. If you have any thoughts about celebrating connections, anyway we can celebrate with our virtual friends, would love to hear.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would love us to do something online. Maybe let's do a watch party or something. We'll figure out something. But if you
you to join us,
yes, for you to join, I love that. And we'll be having a party May 24th. What time, Diane?
At 4 to 8, and it's going to be at our outdoor horse arena. So our Horse Connection Arena. So if you're local, it is just on the Duchess Highway, just between Rop's Pet Resort and the Stonewall Bakery. So come and join us. Come see. If you've never been on the Rop property, you will be amazed. It's like the hidden oasis in Dutchess. You can barely see from the highway, but when you get in there, it's a tree farm. He has hundreds of trees, and it's just like this oasis where he does events and has a super water slide. And so we have our horse arena there, and it's just a wonderful place. So if you've never been, even just come to see the place because it's amazing.
Perfect. And we'll be doing a tour for our virtual friends. And wherever you are, I want to challenge you to celebrate connections, because we are social beings and we are not meant to do life alone. Connections is everything for our own well-being. And as we discussed, three reasons we need to celebrate connections is for sure to nurture our mental health, to build stronger relationship, and lastly, build community and feel that we belong. Until next Wednesday, please connect with us, check our resources, share our information, because this is soul work. We love it. It's from the heart, because we know the impact that it does when we don't have a safe place to share stories.
And remember, we're stronger together. And I think that's what we need to always remember.
We are stronger together. I like that. So check out our Stronger Life Connections website and connect with us. Thank you.